Hi.
Hi.
Thank you for joining us. So, for those on Instagram, we started living on YouTube as well. So, we hope you choose your favorite platform to watch our live. So, I think we'll officially start. So, hello again. I'm Asako from the Hobonichi Techo team, and next to me is.
Yes, I'm Yuka from Customer Relations team.
So some of you might have received emails from Yuka if you've ever used our store and emailed us before. So we're very excited for you to join us for our Hobonichi Techo 2024 live reveals. So without further ado, I think we'll start our live. So first off, I thought it'll be nice to talk about the topics for this year. So, the live is currently living simultaneously on YouTube as well. So to start off with the big news of the 2024 lineup is that we will be bringing out a English edition original book. And additionally, we will also be bringing out the Hon, which debuted last year in December, and which is, the Hon has an integrated cover design to it, and last year we brought it out in A6 size, but this year we're bringing it out in A5 size as well. And so these are the two sizes that we will be bringing out. And not only this, last year we brought it out in the A6 size and in Japanese, but this year we're bringing it out in English as well, so both sizes will be available in English. And when we first announced this, we had a few questions regarding like what exactly is the English lineup is. So the English lineup is what we have in front of us. So starting off, the English original, which is the A6 size, and then we have the planner as well. So some of you are confused whether the planner was here to stay or if it was going to be replaced with the original, but it's here to stay. And then we have the English edition cousin book, which we introduced last year, the English edition weeks book, and the weeks mega, which we also introduced last year, and the Hon A6 size and the Hon A5 size. So this is the English lineup we have. And for those of you who are asking, the English A6 original has a similar design to the Japanese one. So it has the color schemes, like the 12 color schemes per month. And the grid size is 3.7 millimeters. And the design is really similar to the Japanese. So it's like the A6 original, which we have had ever since the Hobonichi Techo was born 23 years ago, but now it's in English. So that's that. And the planner is quite different because it's made with arts and sciences. It's directed by Sonia Park, and the inside is quite different. So this one has a quite simple striped back color scheme of gray and red. And the grid size is 4 millimeters, and the basic layout is quite different as well. It has the daily pages, so that doesn't change, but then it doesn't have the secret line. The font is different, and the bonus pages are different too. So that's the difference between the A6 planner. So we had a lot of questions regarding whether the Avec will be available in English, but it won't be available. These are the books that we will be bringing out in English. So moving on, as we've mentioned, this year we're bringing out two sizes of the Hon series. So introducing it to you again, the Hon series is a hardcover book. It has an integrated cover design. And because a lot of you are asking, this one's actually Japanese, but we have it in both English and Japanese. And the contents are exactly the same as their respective, so the original or the cousin. So the A6 size has the exact same contents as the original, and the A5 size has the exact same contents as the cousin. So the cousin will have the weekly calendar pages, which I believe is a popular page especially among our international customers, actually. So this is what it looks like. So one thing to mention is that the A6 size English original book will have a different sales date. So this one will go on sale on November 1st. So all the other lineup, excluding a few, are going on sale in September 1st, which is actually, 5 days from now, which is really exciting. But this one is going on sale on November 1st. And additionally, this A6 size hon, which has the exact same contents as the A6 original, will also go on sale on November 1st. So we hope you please make sure of the sales day before you purchase them. So moving to introduce you to the hon lineup in more detail. Last year we brought it out with 4 designs, but this year we're back with more designs. This is the slash design we had last year as well. So we showed it to you earlier. We had a question regarding whether it's like a really hard book or if it has some bend to it. I would say it has some bend to it. Like, it's not completely like hard. It kind of has a give to it. So this is the slash navy design, and it has this rough cloth texture, and so it's great against wear and tear. And last year we brought it out in navy, but this year we're also bringing out an ivory version of it. So these are the 2 colors we have for the slash. And the slash is based on a design of the dates. So when you write your dates, you use the slash symbol to write it, so it kind of represents that. And actually the gold foil on these slash designs are slightly different. The one on the navy is a bit more reddish, and the one on the ivory one has a slightly different gold. So if you look closely, there's some changes in the details. So that's the hon design. And then we also have the Makino Tomijaru collection, which was extremely popular when we first announced it in our previews. And then we also have the bow and tie designs. One is called Tiny Dragons, and the other one is called Cats and Me. But we'll introduce you more later when we introduce you to the week's book. And then we also have the black gingham design, and this is from the paper series, and it has this plaid pattern. It's actually quite smooth to touch, but it actually has this embossed sort of gingham plaid pattern, and it has a silver foil pressing with the year 2024. And so this one is a bit different from the others, and basically, so the paper for the other hons, the size of the cover and the size of the paper inside is slightly different, but for the paper series hon, it actually has the size of the front cover is the same as the size of the paper inside, if I'm making sense. And the reason why I'm explaining this is because we're actually introducing a hon clear cover this year. And so the hon clear cover is like this, and it's made to fit the hon series very snugly. And the reason why I'm mentioning this now is because, so this one, the black gingham, has a slightly different front cover size as the other hons, so it won't really fit the clear cover for the hon. So, I mean, it's not impossibly large. Like, you can use it together, but it is quite big, a bit big and a bit baggy, so we don't really recommend using it together, but it's not like totally impossible. So that's why I mentioned it currently. So those are the Hon series. And we also have the Mother series. And one thing to mention is that the Mother Hon series, this one's called Earthbound Beginnings, is only available in Japanese. So if you like the cover design, unfortunately we don't have the English contents, but this one will come in Japanese. And another one that will only be available in Japanese is the One Piece magazine collaboration called Like the Sun. And this one only comes in A6 size for the Hon. The reason being, last year we introduced the One Piece Special Edition original book, and it's actually back this year as well. So this Hon actually has the same contents as the Special Edition One Piece book. So that's why it's only available in Japanese. And also to mention, this one's going on sale in October, but we'll discuss the sales date later on when we introduce you to the One Piece magazine series. So I forgot to mention, but all the Hon series will come with this pencil, which is extremely hard to see on screen. It has this grid design, and it's a pencil board, and it also works as a bookmark, but also it holds a clip. It holds a pen by its clip. Like so. So you can carry around your pen with your Hon, because the Hon doesn't have pen holders. So all of the Hon series will come with this pencil board. And yes, we have been receiving a lot of questions whether the Hon will fit inside the other covers. The answer to that is typically no, they won't fit inside, because as I mentioned, they have a different cover size as the standard books, so they don't exactly fit. But some covers might fit, because like the zippers cover, if you don't like slide in both covers inside the cover and just slide in one side, it might fit. So we'll try that later when we're showing you the other zippers design. So moving on, and also, ouch, the pencil board isn't going on sale separately. It comes as a set, so to receive one, you need to purchase the Hon book. Unfortunately, sorry. Moving on to another topic for this year is that we will be switching to the Tomoe River S paper. So there was a lot of things going on, and then we had to change the paper. And so this year we're starting using the Tomoe River S paper, which has a smoother surface, and it's also lighter, but even with the same thickness, it's a bit lighter. And we're very excited to start using this new paper, so we hope you test it out when you receive it and like try it out with your favorite pens and things like that. And we also received questions whether there would be any products that are using the previous Tomoe River paper, and the answer to that is yes. So the Hobonichi plain notebook, which has the grid design and the 4 different colors, that one, and the Hobonichi memo pad, and the Hobonichi weekly calendar, these will be using the previous Tomoe River paper. And additionally, the week's book will be is moving on a different schedule. So the week's January start book will use the previous Tomoe River paper. But from the April start, it will change to the new Tomoe River S paper. So please be aware of that. And, we hope you test out the new paper, and we hope you really enjoy using it. So that's one of the big news for this year. And moving on to the Hobonichi store exclusives. So this year, if you buy eligible Hobonichi Techo books at the Hobonichi Techo store, you will receive this Hobonichi Everlasting Bag Mini. So this is a very small mini bag, and it comes in 4 designs. So one of them, this one is called How Are You? This one is called Day. No, Action Pretzel. This one is called Day, and that one is called Onigiri Rice Ball. So those are the 4 designs we have. They will be distributed completely at random. So if you buy one eligible book, these bags will come. And we received a question asking whether if you order 4 eligible books, you'd receive 4 different designs, so you'll be able to complete it. The answer to that, unfortunately, is no. These are handed out completely at random. They're actually inside this silver bag, so it's totally impossible to tell what the design inside is until you open the bag. So even if you order 4 different books, you might end up receiving like 4 of this design, or 2 of this and 2 of that. So unfortunately, it's completely at random. So yeah, they're all based on designs of the day. So how are you is like a phrase you use in your day-to-day lives. Rice ball is like meal times, and the pretzel is for snack time, and designs like that. And the other exclusive is the 3-color Jetstream ballpoint pen. And this year, it comes in the smoky mint green with a brown grip. And the yellow Hobonichi logo acts as an accent to this design. So again, these exclusives will come if you purchase the eligible Techo books, either on the Hobonichi store or at Tobichi if you happen to be around in Japan, and also any events that are held by us. And the eligible books really depend on which book you buy, so we hope you check our page out. It's on our website. We state like which books are eligible for which exclusives, so we hope you check that out. And another change that is coming to this year is that the ways you can purchase it will change on the Hobonichi store. So this year we'll be implementing the Global e-cross-border service, which allows you to pay in your local currency, as well as introducing more than 150 payment types. And also, we have updated our where to buy page. It's actually a bit, we're currently making amendments to it, so it's actually not the full list. But if you check that where to buy page out, you'll be able to see where you can buy the Hobonichi Techo at your locals in your country. So, and also this year, we have started introducing the covers and books to be sold individually for overseas stores as well. So if you're we hope you choose which store works out for you and which store is easy for you to buy. If you want to see in person before you purchase it, then maybe the physical stores in your country, if there is one, might be the best option for you. And if you want to see all the options, maybe the Hobonichi store is best for you. So we hope you find a store that works out. So, we had a question on YouTube Live. Sorry, I have to keep going with the Instagram and YouTube. So the Yamazakura design by Tomitaro Makino has this rough material that evokes the image of a canvas, and it's made from rayon. So it has a slightly rough texture to it. And whether the color of the Tomoe River paper is white or cream, it's actually, it depends. The color is exactly the same as the previous paper. So for the standard books, I guess, like the Hon and the Cousin and Original, they all have the white paper, but the Weeks book and the 5-year Techo book will have the cream paper, so the color won't change. And also, I forgot, like we received a question beforehand wanting to see the paper series with the planner. Sorry, actually, side to side. They're like, so they have a different texture, I'd say. And as I mentioned earlier, so the planner has a sort of like very textured look to it, while the paper series has a play design that's embossed, but it's actually quite smooth to touch. And the inside, as I mentioned earlier, is the planner has the gray and red color scheme, and the Hon will have the same color scheme as the normal standard original book with the 12 colors. So we hope you pick one depending on which design you like on the outside and also on the inside as well. And so I think we will move on to the next section and introduce you to the colors series. So, sorry, we're gonna be having a bit of a move right now. This is very analog style. So this is the colors series we have for this year. And so starting off with the original size, I'll briefly show you to this because this is the staple ones we have. So this is black and clear blue like we had last year. This is navy, which is a stable color scheme every year, and this is dreamy soda, which has a white, not white, clear blue exterior with a peachy pink interior. So that's the same as last year, and it's part of our stable colors lineup. But for this year, the first one we have is Cherry Blossom Avenue. And this one has a very calming, elegant shade of pink. And the inside is this brown color that evokes the image of a tree trunk. So overall, it creates this look of a cherry blossom tree. And this is available in the A6 original size. So we have the question whether this one will be available in the A5 size, but this one's coming in A6. And we have the full lineup on our website, so if you're curious to see which one's available in which size, we hope you check our website out. And the next one we have is Sunrise Blue. So this one is also a very vivid color scheme, and it has this bright blue exterior, and it pairs it with an orange, like the sunrise for the interior. So that's that. And then lastly, for the A6 size, we have the Highway design. This one has a stylish gray exterior, and the inside is this chic-looking brown. So overall, it has a very mature look to it. And moving on to the A5 size, this is the black and clear blue and the Dreamy Soda series we brought out last year. So this is the staple lineup. And I forgot, oh, this one. Sorry. I totally forgot. This one is lavender. This one is the A5 size. It's actually in a clear cover, but it's actually the same design, not the material as the other colors book. And it has a very elegant lavender color for the outside, and the inside is this very calming shade of light beige. So that's violet. And the other one is Horizon Blue. And it has this brown color for the outside, light brown I'd say, and blue with this deep blue for the interior. So that is Horizon Blue. And moving on to the Weeks design, the first one we have is Sweet Apple. So the Weeks has this very smooth touch to it, and it has the bright red color, and the ear 2024 is foil pressed in gold. So it adds a nice accent to it. And the next one is the yellow, Pop in Yellow, and it's a yellow Weeks book with navy for the 2024 stamped on it. No, the violet is available only in a 5 size. And moving on, this is Celeste Blue. And this one is this very elegant color. It might appear a bit more dark in the, it looks quite dark in the screen, but it's actually a bit more, I'd say a calming color. And the ear 2024 is foil pressed in silver. And next up is Lavender. This is a purple lilac-y color with the 2024 foil pressed in purple. And the next one is Navy. This is Deep Navy, and it has a gold foil pressing for the 2024. So this one's quite a mature look that will be fitting in any settings. And the last one is Stylish Gray. So it's actually our first time introducing the gray color to the Weeks lineup. And it's very stylish, true to its name, with the 2024 with the metallic red foil pressing, which adds to the touch. So beforehand, we received a few questions like what the colors look like with last year's colors. So we brought it here to compare. So first of all, comparing the lavender purple with the purple from last year, looking at it side to side, it looks quite different. And also, what we change every year is the foil pressing of the year 2024, and we always like make sure that that color adds an accent and creates a new look. So last year the foil press was in red, but this year it's in purple. So I feel it has quite a different look compared to last year. And next off is blue. This one's quite different, I think. Last year was more of like an aqua blue, which is quite bright, and it had the white foil pressing. And this year it's a bit more calm, and it has silver foil pressing. Yeah. And then we have the yellow. Last year we had the tropical yellow. This year it looks like this. So I guess this year's yellow is a bit more creamy. I think it's a bit more creamy. Last year it was more like popping, like a bright yellow, and also the ear was foil pressed in silver last year. This year it's in navy, so it has this really new look. So that's it for the colors lineup. So I think we'll move on to the artist covers. So sorry, we're gonna have a bit of a move around before. So actually, before we introduce you to the artist covers, let me introduce you to the simple covers we have for this year's lineup. So this one is gingham, black, and we actually brought this out a few years ago, and it has a black gingham design like this, and the inside is a mint green. So it has this very cute, but not too cute, very fresh looking cover. And this one comes in A6 and A5 size. So you can purchase one depending on which cover you use. And then we also have the Have a Nice Day. We brought this out for last year and the year before that as well. But this year, the elastic band that goes around the cover kind of matches the color of Have a Nice Day, which is embossed on the front cover. So this one is called Mint Candy. And it has this very beautiful grayish blue look. And the inside is kept very simple. It's just a very simple cover to protect your Techo book. And then we have the A5 size, which is like this. And this one is called Almond and has a beige cover with the brown elastic band. And also the foil press is in dark brown as well. It has a very simple cover and it's made from PU. And we also received a question beforehand whether the Avec books will fit inside the Have a Nice Day book, and the answer is yes. So it looks like this. I wouldn't say it's baggy, it's quite a nice fit. So this can be said for all the other books, but the Avec books do fit the standard covers meant for the A6 original and the A5 cousin, even though they're used by like just half a year. This one's actually day-free, but the day-free also fits the covers as well. So if you're interested, we hope you check these covers out. So moving on to the artist covers. So, sorry, we're having a very analog setup right now. So starting off, I think we'll start off with Yumi Kitagishi. Her cover was extremely popular when we first announced it in our previews, and this one is called Little Gifts. And Yumi Kitagishi is an illustrator, and her works are made with acrylic gouache. So this cover features all these like tiny little gifts that are drawn very, very delicately. And all the illustrations are very cute, but they're kept to have a more mature look because we've combined it with the mint green interior, and the book marks are also like simple ribbons. And you can see the cat inside there, and that's actually the brand card we have. It's where we introduce you to the profiles of the illustrators we worked with. But this year, the card for Yumi Kitagishi's one is a cat shape, so it looks very cute when it peeks out from the pocket of the cover interior. And it looks like this as a whole, so it's like carrying around a work of art with you. And also on the pocket on the back, it also has the illustrations continuing on the inside as well, which I think adds a really nice touch. And this one is also available as the A5 size, so it comes in 2 sizes. And then in Yumi Kitagishi's lineup, we have a week's book as well. This one is called Take a Look. And actually, the cat holding a teddy bear that's on the center of this cover is woven. And it's woven at this famous place, Kiryu in Japan, which is really famous for its weaving. So it really depicts this illustrations in detail, quite intricately. And it has the words, "Hope you have a wonderful day," at the bottom, which is foil pressed in silver. And on the back is a pansy. So Yumi Kitagishi often draws illustrations with frames on it, and this is one of them. And because this is expressed with weaving, depending on which week's book you have, it might have a slightly different positioning. Like, it's not like completely different, but there are a bit slight differences between the week's books. So we have a photo of this on our website where we lined up 3 different Take a Look week's books. So if you want to see how different they might be, we hope you check our website out. And for Yumi Kitagishi, we also have a lot of accessories as well. This one is the Hobonichi papers. And the papers, this actually uses high quality paper. It's not Tomoe River paper, but it's made so that you can rip it out easily when you want to pass a note, like that. And it has these cute illustrations in like aqua blue printed on the bottom. And yeah, so that's the Hobonichi papers. And these actually fit inside the A6 size cover if you want to carry around in a cover as well. And then we also have the Hobonichi folder set. So this one is in the A6 size, and two of them have these illustrations from little gifts, but with a different color base. So one is in black and the other is in brown. And the other one is has these illustrations with the frames around them. And this one is in navy. And these are perfect for keeping inside the cover pocket. So if you, I don't know, maybe you can add some stickers inside here or bits of paper that you want to paste in your Techo later and slip it inside your Techo cover. So that might be useful. And this one comes in also A5 size. And the A5 size comes as a set of two. And one of them has the frames design and the other one has the little gifts design. One is in black and the other in navy. And the back has a slightly different design to it as well. And the Yumi Kitagishi covers that we showed earlier fit inside the cover and cover. The cover and covers are meant for the color series and the printed covers, and because this one's a printed cover, it fits all right. I think we'll move on next to the Jin Kitamura series. So this one is the cover we have for the A6 and A5 size, and it's called Love It Panda. And it has these pandas playing with tires with a very colorful background. And it's on this very like sort of cotton, like a thick cotton material. And the inside is kept simple as well. And the bookmark charms are round so that they resemble tires that the pandas are playing with. And then this one also comes in the A5 size, so you can choose one depending on which one you want. And this one is actually quite thick, so it won't fit the cover on covers. And then for the week's book, we also have the panda design, but slightly different. This one is called Love It Panda Yellow Plaid, and it has the panda playing with tire on the front, but it has this yellow plaid design that gives it an overall cheerful look. And these yellow lines are actually drawn by Kitamura himself with yellow crayon, so it adds a nice pop touch to it. So that's the week's book. And we also have a pencil board with Jin Kitamura's illustrations. Again, they're all pandas, but depending on which size you pick, they have different illustrations. And so the A6 size has one panda playing with a tire. A5 size has a lot of various pandas playing with tires. And the week's has a quite different look. It draws pandas using colorful lines. And also the back has a different color for each side as well. So for the wings, it's quite blue. The A5 and A6 size have this sort of muted, smoky color scheme to it. And we also have the translucent film sticky notes. And these are perfect for keeping inside the cover pocket. And you can pull one out and use it as a sticky note. And this one has the panda design as well. So that's what we have for Jin Kitamura's lineup. Next up is Hiroko Kubota's lineup. We had this one. We have featured Hiroko Kubota's illustrations for the past 2 years. And this year, for the A6 size and A5 size, it's called Twinkle Shells. And it has this very fantastical world of a train like running across the sky and these stars in shape of shells and these animals looking up the train and playing with jumping ropes. It has this very like fantastical world look, while the sky is blue-gray and it's kept very simple. And the sky with the stars in shape of shells are featured on the inside as well. So it looks like that. So it has a nice touch when you open your Techo. Normally you won't be able to see it because you put your Techo book in there, but knowing that there's this sort of design to it adds a nice touch. And the bookmark charms are also in the shape of seashells, which is also very cute. So this one is available in A6 and A5 size. And for the week's book, we have this week's design, and it's called Another Night of Falling Stars Sparklers. And you can see this cat holding a sparkler, and these sparkles are expressed using this rainbow-colored foil. So it like sparkles in different colors depending on how the light hits it, which adds a really nice touch. It's actually a matte black. It might look a bit gray on Instagram, but that's because it's reflecting the set we have behind us. So I guess the one you'd see on the website might be more accurate. So it sparkles like that. And actually the year 2024 at the bottom is pressed in black so that it kind of blends in with the entire view. So that's the week's book. And we also have pencil boards for Hiroko Kubota's illustrations as well. So the A6 size is called Aurora Duty, and this is for the design we brought out last year with the English edition exclusive week's book. And for the A5 size, this one is called Count the Lights, which is an illustration we featured when we first brought out a cover featuring Hiroko Kubota's work. And it has this really nostalgic look to it. And the week size is Twinkle Shells, which matches the cover design we showed you earlier. And it looks like this. And the back also is a continuation from the design on the front. So the Aurora Duty has the sky. The Count the Light one has sort of like a textile sort of look. And the Twinkle Shells has the stars in shape of shells on the background, which is surprisingly hard to say. So that's Hiroko Kubota's lineup. Moving on, this one is Tomomi Nishikawa's work. This one actually might be one that gives off a different expression depending on whether you see it in person or on screen. Basically, this depicts the illustration by Tomomi Nishikawa with jacquard weave. So it has this three-dimensional look, which I hope you can see on screen. It's actually very, very soft to the touch. It has this sort of like spongy texture. So it's actually really nice to hold inside your hands. And it uses these very colorful threads that gives a cute look to it. And the inside is kept simple with black, but the pink and neon green book, what's it called? Pen holders. Pen holders add a nice accent to the cover. And the bookmarks for the A6 size is this bright neon green as well. And we also have this in the A5 size, but one thing that's different is that the bookmarks on the A5 size are actually in pink. So the bookmarks on the A6 is green and the one on the A5 is pink. And for the week's book, this one is called Hanabi Set. It actually has a quite different look from the covers we've just shown you. And this is called Hanabi set because it resembles these fireworks set sold commercially in Japan. And it has all these very cute looking illustrations with vivid colors drawn on it. This is personally my favorite pick, just as an additional info. Moving on to the Tomitaro Makino lineup, So this is actually a cover we brought out with the 2023 spring lineup, and it's called Koshinso, and it has a very simple look. But this year, we decided to bring it out in the A5 cousin size as well. So one thing that's different about the A6 size and the A5 size is the way that we've printed out the Koshinso plant illustration. So for the A6 size, it's actually silkscreen printed, so it has this very glossy look. But for the A5 size, we've printed it with inkjet, so it's more precise and it has a matte texture. So if you touch it, it has quite a different texture. So you can also choose it depending on which size you use, but also depending on how it looks. So these covers are kept very simple. They don't have the pen holders. They look like this as a whole. It's printed on this ivory material, and the inside doesn't have any pockets, as you can see. And the bookmarks are also very simple with their ribbons in lilac and green, which is like the Koshinso flower and stem. So that's the covers lineup we have. And then we also have a week's book, which I forgot to bring. Sorry. The week's book is called Shihai Sumire, and it features Tomitaro Makino's meticulous illustration. Sorry. So this is it. This is the Shihai Sumire design. And it features his very meticulous illustration. And we had a question whether this will open flat, but the week's books in general, they might need a bit of time until they lie flat. Like you might have to push it with your hands a bit until, I don't know, the book blends in or gets used to it. I'm not sure how to word it, but yeah. And then they also come in the Hon design, which we showed you earlier. We also have the A6 size for this as well, but this is the Yamazakura design, and it's printed on this material that's sort of rough like a canvas, and it's made from rayon. The week's books are available in English this year as well. And so that's the Hon design. And we also have matching plain notebooks, which we brought out with the 2023 spring lineup, but they're here as well. And these plain notebooks, as I mentioned earlier, they feature the previous Tomura River paper. And this year, for the spring lineup, we brought out these two pencil boards, but this year we're back with the A5 cousin size. And they all feature different plants. And some of them purposely are left with the pencil rough sketches, so you can see how Makino worked with his botanical illustrations. So this is the new A5 cousin size pencil board. And they also have different colors on the back, which are inspired by the colors of the botanical plants that are featured on the front. So that's Tomitaro Makino's lineup. So please bear with us while we move on to the next setup. So as I mentioned earlier, we are back this year again with the One Piece magazine collaboration. And so to introduce you to our lineup, first of all, this is the Straw Hat Luffy series. We brought this like similar concept out last year as well, but this year it's with a different illustration and a different color. We had a question asking how bright the yellow is, so we hope you'll be able to see kind of how yellow it is. Is it showing off? I think it is. It's quite a bright yellow, I'd say. And this is an illustration of Luffy that is drawn by Eiichiro Oda for the One Piece magazine front cover. And it's made to look like a magazine. So it has the book spine, has this black look to evoke the image of a magazine. And the inside is this beige color that sort of looks like the straw hat. And the back pocket has this illustration of a silhouette. And the bookmarks for this are in red and with white charms at the end. And this one has a different color for the A5 size. This one is Straw Hat Luffy purple. And again, this illustration was drawn by Eiichiro Oda for the One Piece magazine. And again, it looks like a magazine. And the inside for this one is in beige, like a straw hat as well. And it also has the silhouette on the back pocket. So that is the Straw Hat Luffy series. And this year, last year we brought out the Going Merry logbook, which is a leather One Piece magazine collaboration book with the trifold cover, has the Going Merry charm on the front, opens like this, and this is coming back this year as well. But this year we also bring the Thousand Sunny logbook out. So this is a natural leather trifold cover, and it has a look like this, and the charm on the front is of Thousand Sunny in gold. So because this is natural leather, it will age the more and mature the more you use it, so it will have a different expression, like depending on how much you touch it and how much you use it and give it love. So when you open this cover, it's a trifold cover, and you'll see the nautical chart that is printed on the back. And the cover, the pocket has a quote by Iceberg. That's foil pressed in gold. And on the cover pocket, it has this, it has the Viper card that's in the One Piece magazine. And when you take the card out, you'll see that the Thousand Sunny, the Mini Mary 2 is embossed on the cover. And this is because the product supervisor found it heartfelt how the Sunny still carried wishes and memories of the Mary. So she put in the Mini Mary 2 inside the cover as if it's containing the soldier dock system. So this design is actually, so again, because this is made with natural leather, the more you touch it, like this illustration of Mini Mary 2 will darken and stand out more the more you use it. So this cover is really nice to have by your side, and you can develop and mature with the cover. And it comes in the A6 size and the A5 size. And these covers will come in the drawstring bag. Well, the Thousand Sunny logbook will come in this drawstring bag that's inspired by the mast of the Thousand Sunny ship, while the Going Merry one will come in this red and white striped one inspired by the Going Merry ship. So that's the week's covers. And this is the week's design called Like the Sun. And so this is a bow and tie series design, and all the weaves of the necktie material depict the Thousand Sunny ship, the Surume, and the Mini Mary 2, and the bubbles. So it kind of looks like the sea at night or the deep sea. And so that's the One Piece magazine line. We also have the Hon, which we introduced earlier. It has the same like the sun design. And again, this Hon design features the One Piece Special Edition original book. So it has the contents with the quotes from One Piece, and it also has illustrations from One Piece throughout, like this. So if you're a One Piece fan, unfortunately this one is only in Japanese, but if you're a One Piece fan, we hope you check it out. The Hon doesn't fit inside the One Piece cover, definitely not the butterfly stopper. I'm not sure about the Thousand Sunny one though. Let me try. I mean, you can try, but I wouldn't say it's the best. It's quite tight, and I feel like if I put this in, it might break the cover, so I'm not gonna try anymore. So the Hon doesn't really fit the One Piece covers. And we also had a question whether the 5-year Techo will fit, and I have a feeling the answer might be no. Oh, no, it does. Hang on. Unfortunately, it does fit, sort of, but the button doesn't, oh, it does reach it, but it's quite tight, so I'm not sure. It might be stressing the cover out, so I'm not sure if it's the best fit, but you can try. I mean, it's not impossible. That's what we found out right now. So that's the One Piece Techo cover and Techo covers, and we also have accessories with it. So the first one, this one is the pencil board, which, oops, is in the other way around. So this is Memories. We had the same concept pencil board last year, but this year is slightly different because they all feature different scenes. And also the tab at the top is different from the other pencil boards. So it says current location, and it has illustration of the Thousand Sunny ship. So the pages that you can bookmark your pages like it's pointing at your current location. And the back has a color as well as one frame from the manga as well. So that's the One Piece lineup. And we also have stencils, and also the accessories we brought out last year are also coming this year as well. So we hope you check it out. And one thing to mention is that all of the One Piece series that we show you just now will go on sale on October 1st. So they'll have a different sales date. So please be aware of that if you're interested in any of the products. So I think we'll move on to our next lineup. I might keep the 5-year because we might be receiving other questions. Oops, sorry. So next up is more of the character side of things. So first off, this is the Mother series. So the Mother series have a different design depending on which size you choose. So this is the A6, and this is called Attention, and it has all these signages from the game that are plastered on top of one another, like stickers, and it has a yellow background. And the inside is yellow, and it also has this character on the back. And the pen holders are red and sort of bluey purple, I'd say. So it gives this very pop and vibrant look. So that's the A6 cover. The A5 cover is quite different. This one is called Boing, and it features a lot of Mr. Saturn's as well as his quotes. So it's printed on this cotton material. And it's orange on the inside as well. And it also has a quote on the pocket, and the bookmark charms are orange. So that's the A5 size cover. And for the weeks, we have the Summers design, and it has the map of its namesake city from the game. Oops. So it looks like this as a whole. And then we have the Hon series, which we showed you earlier. This one comes in A6 and A5 size. And this one is only available in Japanese, so please be aware of that. And it's based on the package of the original Mother game, and it's called Earthbound Beginnings. So it has a very cool and stylish look. And all the Mother series products from this year will come with these bonus stickers. They're clear stickers with like logos and signages from the game. And it comes as a set of 12. And unfortunately, these aren't sold separately. They're bonus items that come with the Mother / Earthbound 2 covers. So that's the Mother series. So moving on to Opanchu Usagi, which we introduced in the 2023 spring lineup. And that time we only had the weeks book, but this year we're back with a lot of stationery, which I'm finding hard to get through, as well as a cover. So this is the Opanchu Usagi stationery cover, and it's actually quite a new shape for us. So it's a trifold cover, and it opens with a snap button. And actually, the place where the Opanchu Usagi is, it's actually a clear pocket. So you can store a lot of things inside the front pocket, which is illustrated with Opanchu Usagi. And also, the back side has the clear pocket as well. So this is what the interior looks like, and it has a quite tight fit, and on the back it also has another pocket with a Opanchu Usagi. So this one actually has a lot of storage. And it's made with this material that's light and easy to carry around. And this one is available in A6 and A5 size. So it comes in 2 sizes. And then for the weeks design, this is the weeks design. It's called Opanchu Usagi Calendar, and it has Opanchu Usagi with a lot of motifs related to the seasons of the year. Well, to be honest, the seasons in Japan, I guess, on a yellow background. So it has this very vibrant and cute look to it. And it has Opanchu Usagi like scattered on the front and back. And as I mentioned, the Opanchu Usagi series has a lot of stationery. So to start off, these are the clear folder sets. So the A6 size comes as a set of 3, and the A5 size comes as a set of 2. We also have pencil boards for the Opanchu Usagi series. So the week size is what we brought out with the spring lineup, but the A6 and A5 size are new. And they all have this comic strip at the back, which adds a fun touch. And then we also have the pencil case and the papers, which we brought out in the spring lineup. And then we also have the sticky note, also from the spring lineup. But we also have this card case as well. Opens like that, and actually opens completely so that you can put in things quite easily. And then we also have the memo pad. It's actually in shape of the Oppanchi Usagi, and it has Oppanchi Usagi in various expressions. So it might add a fun touch to your techo. And then we also have the slider case. This is a zip-up case, and it comes in 2 sizes. Well, each set comes with 2 sizes. And actually, inside the zipper case, we have the sticker set, which is also available for sale. It's This is actually a mix and match of the sticker set and the mini letter set we have. So if you want to learn more about them, please check our website out. But the sticker set has these stickers that are perfect for using in your techo. And that's the mini letter set. And all of the Oppanchi Usagi products, whether they're from this year's lineup or last year's lineup, they all come with this tissue paper, which might be curious. Some of you might wonder what exactly it is, but basically in Japan, we have this thing called teru teru bozu, which is something you hang from your window when you don't want it to rain. So for example, when I was in elementary school, if I had a field trip the next day and I really, really didn't want it to rain, I'd hang these up. And this teru teru tissue, which you can paste the face of Oppanchi Usagi on the teru teru bozu, will come with every item you buy in the Oppanchi Usagi lineup. And these are available while limits last, while stocks last. If you want to know more about them, we hope you check our website out. So that's it for the Oppanchi Usagi series. And moving on to the Taro Okamoto series, which we forgot to mention earlier. This is the Taro Okamoto Golden Mask cover. And it's made from faux leather, so it actually will last longer the more you use it. So rather than keeping it away in like a drawer or something, the more you use it, the longer it lasts. But the edges might flare up a bit, like depending on how you use it. It's not strong against water, so please be aware of that. And the inside has an illustration of the Tower of the Sun, which is the whole design is based on. And the bookmark charms are also in shape of the Tower of the Sun. And the back of the cover also has the organic lines from the Tower of the Sun. So if you're curious, this is the Tower of the Sun. So this is the golden mask, which the cover is based on. And this one also comes in the A5 size. It has the exact same design, but in a larger size. For the week's book, we have all of the 3 faces from the Tower of the Sun lined up, and they're debossed in foil. So it gives us a really unique look, and it has this very glossy texture to it. So that is the Taro Okamoto lineup. So moving on, I think next we'll introduce you to the fabric series we have. So we have quite a few, so I'm not sure where to start. Let's start with the Laurent Garrigue. This is the Laurent Garrigue Twinkle Tweed design. And it has this green metallic base, but it's interweaved with threads in various colors. And it's quite a tight tweed, so it feels quite firm in the hands. And the inside has this smoky mint green, blue green sort of leather to give it a mature look. And the bookmarks are made from grass green ribbons in a dull pink and mint green color. So this is available in A6 and A5 size. And we also have a mini tote bag to go with it. So it uses the same tweed, and the inside is a smoky pink. So that's the Laurent Garrigue lineup. And next, we have another tweed cover, and this is by Linton, and this is called Vacances, and it looks like the sea, which is why we named it this way. And it has this blue, white, silver threads going through it with occasional pops of pink and blue and green. And it also has these blue pom-poms coming out, which really adds to the touch. And the interior of the color is bright yellow. And this is also made from leather. And the bookmark is a single piece of leather. And because it's a zippers cover, it has the mesh pocket, and it also has the very extra large pocket at the back. So it has plenty of storage. And we had a question whether the A5 fits the tote bags. The answer to that, I think, this one might be, if it's not a zippers cover, it fits like this, the mini tote bags. So going back, this one is available in A6 and A5 size. And we also have the Weeks covers only. This one is a cover for the Weeks books. So it has a slightly different design. As you see, you use it by sliding just the back cover of the Weeks book into the pockets. And it has a lot of pockets, and it works like a wallet. It also has a zippers pocket, which makes it even more like a wallet, I guess. And it also uses yellow leather. So that's the Linton lineup. And we had a question whether the A5 Hon fits the zippers cover, and I think it might be better if we answer it now. Hang on. It might fit it does fit if you slide in just the back cover like you'd do with the Weeks cover. So it does fit inside the zippers cover as long as you use just one side. So we hope this helps. And moving on to the blue and blue cover. This is a blue cover called Indigo Book. And it features this denim material alongside a sashiko material, which looks like this, and is traditionally used for clothes. And it looks like this on the back. And when you open it, it has this Indian German cloth, which Blue and Blue is really famous for. And it looks like this on the inside. It has a very simple inside, and the pen holders hold a pen by its clip. And we have this in the A5 size as well, but the A6 and the A5 size look similar, but they're actually a bit different. So for the A5 size, it's called Indigo Book Double Weave Sashiko. So basically, the sashiko material for the A5 size is slightly different. It uses two types of embroidery. So you might see that it looks quite different when you look at it up close. But the insides and like the basic features are the same. So that's Blue Blue. moving on to the Liberty series. So this year for the Liberty, we have two types of textiles. So the A6, A5 cover and the Weeks cover feature the same textile, and this is called hollyhocks. And they're inspired by hollyhocks in traditional English garden, and they have this sort of watercolor, like fantastical world look to it, with blotches of orange. And the inside is this very pale, sort of greeny gray color, which creates a really simple look. And the bookmarks are green. So this one comes in A6, A5, and the Weeks cover. And the other textile we have is called Emma and Georgina. This is featured for the Weeks and the Hon. And it has this really pretty floral pattern with orange and like a poppy red, sort of green. And because this is made with Liberty's Tana lawn fabric, it has a very smooth touch to it. So this one is coming with as the A6 size Hon and the A5 size Hon as well. So that's the Liberty lineup. And lastly, in the fabric series, this is the PAM covers. So this is called the Generous Interior Techo, and it's inspired by the pajamas that PAM has produced, called the Generous Interior Pajamas. And it has this sort of organic shapes, and the black and silver are foil pressed. And you can see that the colors, the organic shapes continue to the inside and also onto the back pocket as well. And the bookmarks for this are quite unique. So the green bookmark is in the zigzag shape, which is quite new, I guess. And we also have this in the A5 size, but unlike the other covers, the A6 and A5 have a different look to it. Well, they're the same concept, but the patterns and the way they're placed are different. So this is the cousin. So you can see that the wavy shape on the front of the cousin is in black, while the A6 original is in silver. So, but instead for the cousin, it features the black and silver bookmarks, not the bookmarks, the pen holders. So we have photos of this on our website, so if you want to know more about them, we hope you check it out. And then we also have the laptop case featuring the same design. So it has these organic shapes in green, black, and silver, and it has black piping. The back also has a pocket where you can store things inside. And the flap opens and closes with a magnet. So this magnet closes really, it has a nice click to it, so it closes quite nicely. So if you're interested, we hope you check it out. So I guess now we will like to move on to the leather covers we have. So to start off, this is the TS black basic leather covers which we always bring out every year. They're very black, simple black leather covers. And new to this year's lineup are these designs. So this one is water green. It's by an Italian tannery, and it's this very beautiful, clear, sort of blue-green color. And the leather's name is seta, which means silk in Italian, and it describes how smooth and like soft the leather is to the touch, and it has this very beautiful texture to it. And the inside is the same leather. This one comes in A6 and A5 size. And we actually received a question on Instagram beforehand whether the leather is similar to the beige and navy taut cover we brought out a few years ago, which was a really good question because actually, when I searched, I found out that these are both from the same tannery in Italy. So I guess the texture is slightly different. But again, leather, they all have different sort of textures depending on which cover you buy. So I feel how it feels in the hand is really similar. And they're actually from the same tanneries called Poletto. So good catch. So that is the Water Green series. And then we have the Silent Night series. This is the trifold cover we have. And it's this in very deep navy with gold buttons that act as an accent. And it opens like this with snap buttons. And it has a very glossy, very nice look to it. And this one is available in A6 and A5 size. So next up we have for the taut series, this is called Bordeaux. And it's this very beautiful shade of Bordeaux, like glossy look to it. You can see how it shines in the light. And because this is the taut cover, it's kept very simple with minimal pockets, and also it doesn't have bookmarks or the pen holders. And this one comes in A6 and A5 size. So another cover we have is the Arts and Science cover. This is the wax kip cover. And it's this black leather cover that is very stylish. It opens with the stud and looks like this. It has a beautiful texture to it. And one of its characteristics is how the leather is cut. So when you look at the side, you can see the brown side to it, and that's because it's kept cut, so you can see how thick the leather is, which adds a nice accent. So that's the Arts and Science cover. And so this is the Tsuchiya Bag Factory cover. We actually brought this out for the past 2 years, and these covers are available through lottery sales. So they feature this soft oil nume leather that is unique to Tsuchiya Bag Factory. And so these covers are available through lottery sales. So if you want to find out more how to order them, we hope you check our website out. So these are the leather covers we have. So I think next we'll move on to the Mina Perhonen covers. So for the Mina Perhonen covers this year, we have a few designs. So the first one is called Anone Anone, and it features these cats. And the design is based on how, well, it's supposed to evoke image of how cats are chatting to each other, and it's printed on a linen material. So it has a very natural look to it. And the inside is beige. And unique to the Mina Perhonen covers, these have the beaded, like dotted lace bookmarks. This one comes in A6 and A5 size. Next up, we have the Symphony cover, which is a zipper style cover. And this one has a different color depending on which size you pick. So the A6 size is navy with white embroidery. And when you open the inside, it has a faux leather in sort of gray. And it also has the mesh pockets because it's a zippers cover. And the bookmarks are like this. So they add a nice touch. And so for the A5 size, it's in a different color but with the same textile. This one is in yellow and it's embroidered with the blue sort of gray thread. And the inside is this shade of blue with a sort of gray tinge to it. Yes, the inside is faux leather for these Mina Perhon covers. And lastly, we have the light berry green cover, which has these berries that are embroidered on a green linen material. So the placing of these embroidery depends on which cover you pick or which cover gets delivered to you. So we hope you enjoy your unique look. And the inside is in this color, and the back again, this one's faux leather, and the bookmarks are in this color, and I think the red adds an accent to the whole look. And this one is available in A6 and A5 size, and they're very soft to the touch. It has sort of like a spongy texture to it. And this is the week's cover we have. And the inside is like a wallet, like we showed you in the other week's books. And we also have the tote bag for this light berry design.
Can you put cousin covers for that bag?
This bag fits the cousin covers. Like so. It fits perfectly. And then lastly, we have the Mina piece covers, which if you've been around for a while, you might know that these are also available for lottery sales. They're patchwork of patterns of different textiles. So this is this year's mix. So this is the A6 original mix. So it looks like this. I guess the colors are quite vibrant and vivid this year. But one fun thing about the piece series is that all the textiles have a different texture. So it's quite fun touching them, which is quite important because textures are something you have and you hold in your hands every day. So this is the A6 original size. Unfortunately, we don't have the actual sample for the A5 cousin size because they're very limited. But this is the A5 cousin size. So again, it doesn't look like it, but they're some of the textiles are textured, so it's fun to the touch. But we explain each of the textiles in detail on our website, so if you're interested, we hope you check it out. This is the week's cover. And this is in a wallet shape again, and it features all these different textiles with different textures. Some of them are sort of furry, I guess. And the inside is this very fresh looking blue. So those are the Mina lineup. So next up, I think we will move on to the week's books. Afternoon. Sorry, I keep on standing up. So introducing you to the week's lineup. These are the basic white line series we have in our lineup every year. So they're soft covers, they're very simple. And the colors is like we showed you earlier in the live. So we have red, yellow, navy, purple. So these are the colors lineup we have, like we showed you earlier. And then for the smooth series, this year we have it in 2 colors. So the first one is Sangria, and the Smooth series features a soft cover book, so they bend inside in your hands. And this year we have it in this very vivid color. And the Smooth series are unique because they sort of bend like this and they feel very soft in your hands. And then the other one we have is the Forest Green. This one actually might be a bit darker in real life if you're seeing it on Instagram Live. It looks quite bright green, but it's actually a bit darker in real life, I guess. And it has the gold foil pressing. So those are the Smooth series. And next we have the Bow and Tie series, which we briefly touched upon when we introduced you to the Hon series. So first one is baby dragons, tiny dragons. And yes, I saw a comment earlier saying that they thought it was seahorses, and you're actually correct. These are seahorses, but the reason why we've called them tiny dragons is because next year it's the year of the dragons, like the zodiac sign is the dragon, and in Japan, the seahorses are actually called a dropped baby of a dragon. So that's why we brought this seahorse design to match with the 2024 Year of the Dragon. And rather than naming it seahorses, we decided to name it closer to the literal translation of the Japanese name. So that's why these are called tiny dragons. And they have, because it's from the Bow and Tie series, it shows these seahorses embroidered in, well, rather woven the necktie material, and you'll see occasional seahorses with the babies. And the next one is called Cats and Me. Again, this is from the Bow and Tie series. And one misconception about the Bow and Tie series is that they're actually not embroidered, but they're expressed with the weaves of necktie material. So that's why you see sort of these stripes alongside where the pattern of the cats are. So that's because simply so many threads are used to express the cats in different colors with weaves. So that's why it looks sort of striped. Also, kind of looks different depending on which light you're looking at. And so yeah, that's the cats lineup. I guess next we'll show you the shirt fabric series. This one is called Relaxing Plaid, and it has a light blue base with brown and yellow silver lines going through it. So it has a very simple, classic look. And because it features shirt fabrics used in shirts, it has a very smooth touch. And the paper series is something we introduced last year. They feature paper from a paper maker called Techo, which is actually next to our building. So this one is pale blue green, and sorry. This one is black gingham, and it has the same paper used as the Hon A6 and A5 size books. So again, the plaid pattern is sort of embossed, but it feels really smooth to the touch. And then the pale blue-green is another paper series, which is only available in the weeks size. The Instagram looks like a different color, or that might be the color. It's this pale blue-green color, but you can see these small scatters of glitter that sparkles in the light. So it's a very subtle glitter, but it's a nice added touch and will catch your eyes whenever you look at it. So that's pale blue and green. And then moving on to the leather series we have. These are the two colors that we're bringing out this year. So one is in classical navy and the other is olive green. And these leather covers, true to its name, they feature cow leather. So they have quite a different touch to the other week's books. And then for the sneaker series, this is the Weeks Mega. So if you're new, the Weeks Mega has the same contents as the Weeks books, but it has the extra added memo pages at the back. And this is the Sneakers series, and one is in blue and one is in pink. So that's the Weeks lineup we have. I think we showed you all the others already. And we had a question beforehand of comparing the three greens next to each other. So the olive green, the forest green, and this is water green. So they look like this. They're quite different, I guess. So the water green one has a clear look to it. It's made from textured leather, sort of more blue gray tone, I guess. Olive green, I mean, true to its name, is olive green. And forest green has this deep green color. And both the Weeks books has the 2024 foil pressed in gold. So that's the whole lineup we have to show you. So I think we'll use the rest of the time to answer some of your questions. So sorry, I wasn't able to catch all your questions in the comments, but if you have any questions, we'll be answering them now. So, oh, actually, no, I forgot. Sorry, I forgot about the stationery we have for this year. Sorry. So, first of all, we have the cover on cover. This is by Kanako Kagaya, and it's called Familiar Sights, and it's designed to look sort of like a wrapping paper. So the silver lines that are going through it, they sparkle slightly, and they're sort of made to evoke the image of wrapping papers. But inside, there are all these motifs that are like items you see in your regular life, like pretzels, a cat, food, like pencils. All these very cute motifs are drawn on this cover on cover. And this comes in all sizes, so you can pair it with the colors cover, like this. And then we also have the stripe cover and covers, which we brought out previous years ago. And obviously we also have the clear cover and cover, which is recommended for colors books and printed covers only. So it might not fit for some covers. And the other stationery we have are the Deco Rush series. So we first introduced this last year, but basically Deco Rush is a decorative tape that you can use like you're using a correction tape. So they come in 4 designs this year. And these are the 4 patterns we have. So the first one is Yumi Kitagishi, which we also collaborated with for your cover. So it has all these different cute motifs. And the Kanako Kagaya one is the one we just showed you, featured on the clear covers and covers. And the Jin Kitamura one features the pandas that were also shown on the Techo. And the Cats and Me design, it's actually made to be used vertically because we wanted to maximize the pattern of the cats. And it matches the bow and tie Cats and Me series. So those are the Deco Rush. Another product we have is called the Pochito 6 push button stamps. We actually introduced them as it was in our lineup last year, not with original designs, but this year we've brought out 3 original designs. So these are unique to Hobonichi. So the way you use them is very simple. So these are the patterns, and the way you use them is, so I'm not sure if I'm able to show you, but you open the cap, and then you just simply press the button, and then the stamp comes out. So it's actually hard to do on, if you do it on a flat surface, it works out really well. But it's very fun to touch, and also the ink colors are very vivid. So if you want to add a cute touch to your Techo spread really quickly and easily, or if you want to use them to, I don't know, keep a record of your meals, these stamps are perfect. So those are the stationaries we have. So I think we can move on to the questions. Sorry, I completely forgot about to show these to you. So we received a lot of questions regarding whether the 5-year Techo fits or doesn't fit inside the covers. So here's the basic explanation. This is the standard A6 size butterfly stopper pen holder type cover. And the slide will be saved to archive so you can watch it back later. So the A5, no, not the A5, the A6 Hobonichi Techo 5-year Techo doesn't fit the butterfly stopper cover because the size of the cover is quite big, and also it has a thickness to it, so even if it did fit, I don't think it'll fully close. So we don't recommend using the butterfly stopper with the 5-year Techo. We do have covers that are exclusive, well, especially made for the 5-year Techos. So if you're interested in using a cover for the 5-year Techo, we hope you check those out, although this one can be used without a cover. And whether it'll fit a zippers cover, we can try. So this one fits on the back. I wouldn't recommend, I guess you can use it by just sliding in the back cover. And let's see if it closes. It does close. It's a bit tight, so if you plan on like sticking lots in your 5-year Techo and your Techos like tend to expand a bit, then we don't recommend using it with the zippers cover, but like generally it does fit when you first, at its first thickness, like so. And also, we received a few questions whether the hon fits inside the zippers covers. So, again, the hon fits inside the zippers cover, but with just the back cover, and I'm assuming it'll close because the 5-year Techo closed. You just have to be sure that the bookmarks of the hon doesn't get caught in the zippers. So yeah, it does close like this. Is the English A6 Techo exactly the same? The A6 English Techo is almost identical to the Japanese A6 Techo, but we have made slight alterations so that will be accommodating to the English language. And we have photos of each of the inside of the A6 original book and the in Japanese and English. So if you're interested, we hope you check our website out. And so yeah. The hon does fit inside the zippers covers, but we don't recommend sliding in both sides of the covers. The 2024 5-year planner will go on sale on September 1st, which is this Friday. And we don't have any Disney collaborations this year, but we have the covers from last year in our lineup. And the Tsuchiya accessories will be available in our stores. Oh, the banana hammer. We don't have it now, but we've introduced the banana hammer as something that you can use like a paperweight for your week's book so that it lays open for those who aren't curious about it. Does the leather weeks lie flat? The weeks in general, they lie flat like this, but they need to be like held down a bit until it starts to totally lie flat. So I guess like you can start off by like, you know, holding it with your hands like that. And we currently don't have any plans to translate the pet and health notebooks or the doctor notebooks in English, unfortunately, for now. The hon does lie flat. Where is it? Okay. The hon has the same features as the standard A6 original or the A5 cousin. So when you open it, it lays flat like this. So I guess it laying flat makes it very easy to use. So it does lay flat. The One Piece Hobonichi art, I'm assuming this might mean the One Piece Hobonichi special edition book, but they have a different content as the book we brought out last year. So last year, this year the quotes are lined up in chronological order. So although it's in Japanese, as you're reading the quotes at the bottom, it's like you're following the storyline of One Piece. And also the bonus pages, some are the same, but they all have slight differences from last year's. So the illustrations that are featured are different as well. Oh, unfortunately, the Back to the Future set, some of you might have already seen the Loft exclusive and a collaboration exclusive design page, but the Back to the Future series are Loft exclusive, so unfortunately they will be only available in Loft stores, and we won't be selling them on our Hobonichi store. Yes.
So many questions.
I know, it's so hard to catch.
Yeah,
I'm
they were
sorry.
hard to catch.
We're very bad at
Yeah.
catching all the questions.
Yes.
Sorry. How can I see the played weeks with the familiar site? Yes. チェックのお願いします。Sorry, we're really disorganized right now. So this is the familiar sites clear cover. So rather than putting it on, I'll just put the front cover in so you can see. It looks like this. It's actually cute to have a pattern on, like a pattern cover as well. So that's how it looks like with the plate cover. The A5 hon doesn't fit the standard butterfly stopper covers. I think it might, the front cover is too big, so it's quite tight. So if you try to fit the navy like slash hon inside the butterfly stopper cover, the front cover of the hon is physically too big to fit inside. But like we showed you earlier, it might fit some of the zippers covers.
have a question. We have the clear cover for Hon this year, and there's a gingham check cover of Hon
Yeah.
this year. But how about the gingham check?
Oh.
Gingham check how fits this clear cover?
Oh, okay.
It's
ブラック
because
ギンガムの本の
this
So-
cover design is a little bit different others.
Yeah.
Yeah. So could you try?
Yeah. So as you can see, the standard Hon has a slightly larger front cover compared to the paper on the inside, but the black gingham design has the front cover cut off so that the paper size of the inside is the exact same as the front cover. So that means that it has slightly different specifications, so we don't really recommend using it with the clear cover. I mean, it does fit because, I mean, it's smaller, so it's not like impossibly large that it's so baggy and it's like so impossible to use, but So-
this gingham check size is the same as the originals.
So yes,
Yeah, oh,
so
no.
it's the same as the original. So this can be
okay.
said for the original, like the non-Hon standard books, but you can see that it has sort of like leftover. It's sort of baggy, so when you shake it, it kind of moves around. So it's not the perfect fit, but it's not impossible. So
So
if you want,
So this gingham check, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
black gingham.
So this home cover is fits for the original cover.
it might.
Might?
It has a slightly thicker cover, but if we try, yeah, it fits way better than
One side.
the other
There.
Hong.
Oh, okay. I see. Thank you.
Yeah, so this one fits the butterfly stoppers. The slash line, I'm not sure for next year though, but it's part of our standard design. The Makino Hon will lie flat like the other Hon books, but the Weeks books, like the other Weeks books, it might take a while for it to lie flat on its own completely. You might need some holding it down to do. Yes, the inside of the Hon is the same as the standard original book. So the A6 size Hon has the same contents as the original, and the A5 size has the same contents as the cousin. So the cousin will feature, no, the A5 Hon will feature the weekly pages like it does in the cousin. Oh, the Hon Bowen Tai, sure. We have it here. This is actually inside a clear cover, but this is what it looks like. So it has all these patterns of the cats on the front and the back, and they're expressed using the weaves of the necktie material. Hon cats. Oh, I don't think the Hon will fit inside the Have a Nice Day covers because the front cover of the Hon is quite large. The Tiny Dragons does come in A5 size.
There's Makino Hon and Makino Wakes both like flat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, the Makino Hon does lie flat, but the Weeks, like with the other Weeks, it might take a while to like completely flat, so you might need to hold it down with your hands. And the red Weeks close up looks like this. Can you see? It looks a bit orange in the YouTube live, to be honest. I would say, yeah, this color is quite accurate, the one you're seeing right now. Is it? Yeah, you might be able to see. This is the color. It's a bright red and it has a gold foil pressing. I hope you're able to see it right now.
And here's a question about bonus items. And even if you order from outside Japan, and if you order the audible books through Hobonichi store, you will get the bonus the small bags and pens.
If you buy it through the Hobonichi store,
Yeah.
then you will receive
Yeah.
the exclusives.
Yes, it's important.
But if you buy it in stores other than the Hobonichi store, so if you buy it in a physical store that's located in the US, then it won't come with the exclusives.
Only Hobonichi store exclusives.
Is the little gifts bright, neon, or average? 北岸さんのカバーをカバーをお願いします。I would say that they're more standard colors, not neon. One is in turquoise blue, and the other is in pink. But they aren't like neon. I guess they're more basic colors. The annual freebies pens. If we run out of stock, we finish handing them out. Oh, what is each of your favorites? Do you have a favorite?
Yes, my favorite is Palm.
Pam?
Palm.
Oh,
Palm is my favorite.
so
Yeah.
this is her favorite.
Yeah.
This is the Pam design.
And you can read the behind story and what this design reflects. The designer comment about that story. So please check product page for details. Yes, and you can. We have also pajamas, very cute pajamas. So please check them also. Yes,
So
this
that's
one.
your favorite?
Yes, this one. How about you?
My favorite, I have a few.
Yeah.
I like this one. This is the Week's book, The Relaxing Plate. I also like the, hang on, the Tomomi Nishikawa Week's book. I think the illustrations are very cute, while it has a gray background, so it looks simple, but it has the pop of colors, which adds a nice cuteness to it. I think it's really vivid and nice.
Yeah, cute. Yeah, this is very colorful. Yes, and I forgot to say, but I really like this week design because this sparkling is very cute. So I
It's
really
a rainbow foil print,
really
so
I recommend this one. Please
it
check
looks
it.
really cute.
Yeah.
Bonus pages of the A6 in Japanese and English. Okay. Hang on. Is this? We have.
This is Japanese one.
Okay. I saw an English one earlier. 英語のお願い。ありがとうございます。So the bonus pages, they're slightly different. We have a page on our website called Book Buying Guide, where we have a lineup of photos of all the bonus pages, and you can compare with the English and Japanese by sliding the page. So I guess that page might be the easiest for you to see how different the bonus pages are. But a few of them are quite similar. So, for example, this is the graph paper page. But this is exactly the same, but just in different languages. And also, we have a few bonus pages that we change every year. And this year, one of them is a recipe for seasonal sweets, but that one is translated in English. So, I mean, the words are, it might be hard to see, but then they're the exact same contents, but in a different language. However, the English page also has this words to remember section that's unique to the English edition, as well as the 365 days checkoff sheet, and looking back at the year 2024, which is also unique to the English edition books. So there are slight differences in the bonus pages, also the memo, the number of memo pages in the back. So it might be hard to see on live. So if you're interested, we hope you check our website out where we describe that in detail.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're trying to catch all the questions. The A6 Mother Attention cover doesn't have any leather on it. Thickness of the Weeks and Weeks Mega, sure. This is slightly different. This is the Weeks, and this is the Weeks Mega. We also have a photo on our product detail page where it's really quite different and easy to see how different the thickness is. But basically the Mega has nearly 3 times the number of memo pages compared to the standard Weeks. So, but overall, I wouldn't say it's like it looks extremely thick, but that's thanks to the Tomoe River paper that helps it keep the more than 200 pages of memo pages quite compact.
How many notes page in Mega?
It depends on which language you pick, but both have more than 200 pages.
Okay. I got some questions about home. Home. Sorry. Liberty cover of home. Liberty cover fabric home, and the same design of Weeks. Do you have the same design of
yes,
Weeks?
I do.
And can we use the clear cover for?
Yes.
Yes.
All the hon.
Then Weeks have also clear covers.
Yes.
Right. Yes. So you can use the clear cover for this style, this design cover, and there's probably Denny and blue cover.
Blue.
And,
Sure.
And but I forgot it. But phone doesn't fit.
Okay.
Right.
We can try, but I tried it earlier on. I don't think it fit though. So, this is the A6 size blue cover, and this is the A6 size hon, the Liberty cover. And as we've mentioned at the beginning, we don't really recommend using the hon with the covers because it's made to be used on its own. And so the concept of the hon is like carrying around a book with you. So it does fit inside, but it does fit. Oh, I don't know. Like, I must have tried a 5-year Techo cover, but it does fit. The buttons do close, but it's actually quite tight. So if you plan on like pasting loads in your hon and you expect it to puff up and like grow, then it might get a bit tight towards the end of the year.
Yes, but sorry for interrupting. That's one of the reasons that we do not recommend using the hon or 5-year Techo for the original covers. It's because these book's corners might be damaged by easily damaged by using because these covers is not for those books. So we recommend the how to say, for specific covers for the book. Yes, but you can use this. We can put this cover like that. Sorry.
So yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
it does fit, but as you
Yes.
said, not our top
Yeah,
recommendation.
Yeah.
Um,
There's a what's the name of the liberty?
this one is Emma and
Emma.
Georgina.
And others are the
Hollyhocks.
Hollyhocks. Yeah. They have Hollyhock. There's a comment there who want to the couple one more.
So this is the Hollyhocks cover.
It's very watercolor painting.
And it uses
Based
these pastel colors that gives us this dreamy look.